Welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike and I have another review for you. I'm going to talk about Amistad issue number 2 from DC Comics under their Wonder Comics imprint, written and drawn by Amy Reeder. Another great issue. I am hooked on this series. This is directly catching up after issue 1. If you have not seen that review, I just did it like maybe a week ago. Look that up. If you are all caught up, we are following with Amistad. And I'm drawing a blank at her name. I don't know if they've Cosmo, I think is her name. Koso. But they were on their way to another realm in Gem World, trying to locate Amistad's people. In the first issue, that's basically what the first issue was she was going back to Gem World after being absent from Gem World for a little time, and when she came back, all of her people were gone. We start out with a flashback, and it is from one of the earlier times when Amy was younger and first learning about Gem World. I'm pretty sure that it's from Volume 1, that first run. But we are with Grange and Citrina, and they are kind of basically explaining about Amistad's parents and what she has to do and look forward to as the princess and heir to the throne type thing. Amistad being such a young kid, and it's kind of all hitting her at once. But Grange and Citrina, they kind of basically, explain that they're going to instill everything that her parents, had. They're going to tell her every story, make sure that her parents live on through her. We catch up with Amistad, and I think her name is Koso, but we'll get there. Bad with names. But we are here in the Sapphire realm, and she is she's in the, in the court of Lord Sapphire, and we just come into the scene, and basically the whole courtroom are laughing at Amistad and her friends. Amistad is just basically asking where her people are, and Lord Sapphire and his people, they're just, they're like, this is a joke, right? And, she's talking about, honorable people and kind and this and that, and he's like, when was that Amistad's, when were Amistad's people known for that kind of thing? I'm kind of gathering, because they mentioned in the previous books that there is a big time difference between Gem World and because basically 8 of our years is like 20 of their years. So in the jump from going back to Gem World to Earth, I think she spent more time on Earth than she realized, and that's why it's a massive time difference here in Gem World. Lady Sapphire, Lord Sapphire, basically gets tired of Amistad, trying to be all uppity and royal, and basically just sends her down a trap door leading to their death. Amistad mentions that she's seen so many cartoons to fall for this, and quickly saves the caterpillar, Koso, Epsilos, her steed, and they basically get out of the trap. Let me see if I can find her name. Phos. I guess it's like a play on phosphorus, but I was saying Kosos, but Phos is her name. So I'm gonna, because everything is like gem and rock, so phosphorus maybe. Basically, she ends up having to use a bunch of magic to save Phos and the caterpillar all the way down. When they do make it down there, there's a bunch of these evil-looking, dog-type creatures that are down there, and Phos keeps telling to Amistad to stay in the air, that she can, take care of these creatures. Amistad, being the warrior and warrior princess that she is, kind of flies down there thinking that she would have to save Phos. Phos eventually tells her to like since she has landed on the ground, to hop on the caterpillar, and Amistad kind of doesn't, she thinks she's joking, but she keeps yelling at her that the caterpillar is really fast, and sure enough, after hopping on, finds out that the caterpillar is an extremely fast runner. Like they quickly lose the wild dog things, and they run so fast they end up finding this boat, and it looks like it's a boat on its way to the Aquamarina part of Gem World. At first, Amista thinks that they are opening the doors for her, but we find out it is for Phos, that she has worked with with this boat before. There's like this big whole deal about, we find out that this is the first time that Amista has ever ridden on a boat, and it's because she flies on, and Epsilos, her flying horse. And Phos is kind of making fun of her, talking about that she's missed so many things because she's never ridden on a boat or a train or that kind of thing. And it's mainly like interactions with people and stuff like this. We do find out that in the first book it was mentioned that Phos had a lover that was a Earth super geek, and we get to meet her here, and she's also the one that gave the caterpillar his name, and I think his name is Stan, like some earthling name. That's kind of one of the reasons that Phos wanted to bring her to the boat, was kind of show off Princess Amista. Not like literally, but kind of like because her girlfriend was there and she is an Earth fan. She starts asking all these questions about Earth, about electricity and this and that, because it's they don't know a lot of stuff about Earth, and since we can't do magic there, they don't understand how we are able to do stuff like lights and stuff like that. So this girl finds it really interesting, and she starts asking Amista about everything she knows. Amista's kind of weirded out about the question and doesn't really know how to answer a lot of the questions, because a lot of them are just scientific in nature. But she does show her, she's like, hey man, look at Earthlings, they believe in this crystal stuff, and they think it's all funny because here in Gem World, there is like crystal power and magic and stuff like that. But the girl starts reading the Earthling book, and come to find out, it had to be made from somebody that was from Gem World, because the stuff inside the book actually works. So go Earthling mom and dad presents, they gave her that birthday gift. They do this thing where they try and open Amista's third eye using Amista crystals, and it does work. And Amista is able to, she finds out that she is able to travel through any Amista crystal known anywhere, not just on Gem World, not just on Earth, but anywhere technically in the DC universe. There's like two catches though. Once she is teleported to one of these Amista crystals, technically she's a ghost while she's in the Amista crystals. She can't interact with anything. She can view stuff, so it's basically like, and she gets a full person view, because as they show her whole body and everything is teleported. Not physically teleported, just like a astral plane type of thing. She can't interact and she can't talk. She also figures out, as shown here in the art, the beautiful art, that to move from crystal to crystal, all she has to do is blink. So she starts blinking, and she's really like checking on certain stuff. She checks on her Earthling parents, and that's how we kind of see that she can travel farther from Gem World. But they do show here that she's checking on our parents, and they're okay. But she starts thinking, and she's like, man, I could find, all my people, because they're all tied to Amista crystals. And she does, and they are all trapped in Amista crystals themselves. She remembers a story about Citrina telling her that there was a possibility that this could happen, but no evil person had ever tried doing it. Amista is kind of weirded out because they never explained how to reverse this project, even though Citrina knew that this could happen. They do show like Granch and Citrina in their final moments, and Amista actually sees something even more important than Citrina and Granch. She sees her real-born parents for the first time ever, and guess what? They're still alive, but they are entrapped in this crystal. And if you can see the background, Amy has figured out that everybody is in Dark Lord Opal's castle. That he is not, maybe he is under house arrest, like the other people said, or it looks like he's masterminding, something bigger. So after her, seeing that her parents are alive and not knowing the whole story on why they are still alive, she kind of jumps back to her real body, and when she does so, she's kind of in a blind rage. She literally starts attacking everybody on the ship, just talking about that she needs to get to Opal's castle, you know, that Opal is the cause, that her parents are alive. She's basically spouting like just like kind of bits and pieces of information because she is in this blind fury, so much that she's fighting Foss, people on the boat. They have to create like magical barriers around her because she is in such a blind rage from finding out her parents are still alive. At the end of it, while like talking to her and you know, trying to block most of the blows that Amistad was throwing, Foss you know, learned out all this about her parents, about, you know, that she believes that it's because of a Dark Lord Opal. But after that, she kind of passes out, and conveniently enough, you know, Foss mentions that it will be continued in the next episode. So for second issue, it was really good, again with the stellar art, the paneling, the fluid of the comic. It was a very quick read. I do not have issue 3, so there will be a break until I can find issue 3. But guess what? I got more Amistad for you. No, that's all the Amistad that I'm going to get for now, but I got other reviews coming. You know, if you've read this book, what do you think about it? Why do you hate it? You know, that kind of thing. I know it is a girly book, but hey, guess what? I'm a man, and I love this book. I mean, this one is actually, you know, the older Amistad was kind of written for girls, I would say, but this one is, it's kind of multi, you know, there's a lot of action, a lot of good mystery going. And nothing wrong with reading about a girl, man. That's all I got to say about that, but like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, tell all your friends about evil. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later.